Anglers Extra.
I'm Aaron Canada alongside John Schiffner on the Manager's Show on the Cape Cod Baseball Network. And Schiff, a very tough day yesterday, dropping both 9-inning games as part of the doubleheader.
Yeah, it wasn't one of our better efforts. Just some days, we went on a pretty good streak there, and, streaks come to an end at some point, except for John Wooden. But, his goes decades. Ours go a couple days. Yeah, it was tough. Just did not play particularly well. Kind of flat. It's got to rally the troops, see what we can do tonight.
Needed a good start out of Aaron Gates in the first game, and he didn't go as deep as I imagine you wanted him to. And then in the second game, Munnelly pitched well, but seemed to be a bit off from his last performance as well.
He wasn't as sharp. He made some very, very good pitches, and give Wareham some credit. Man, they just came out swinging. I mean, I don't know how many hits they got, but they just came out swinging. And he was throwing. I thought he was throwing fine. It just... they came up there with, the John Daly mentality, grip it and rip it a couple times. They just, first pitch fastball, whack. So, good for them. But I thought Chris threw all right. Gaethje threw okay. I mean, he hasn't thrown in quite a while. And we just had to get him out of there. It was 80 pitches after 3 innings. We just didn't, he's not getting to get hurt here on our account. We wanted to make sure he gave us as much as he could. We appreciate what he did for us, but we're not going to hurt him. 80 pitches after 3 is a lot of pitches.
And yesterday in Game 1, due to some depth issues with Mark Ginther being a little dinged up, Kevin Vance over at third base. And how do you feel he did? He had that one great play on the infield.
Made a beautiful play in the ball, the slow roller, and he got a base hit. So there's the flexibility we've been looking for. And, we hope we can, continue to ride that with 4 left.
Now, there is still a chance to make the playoffs. And despite how grim it does look, there's always a chance. And this late in the season, you've talked about how Chatham players want to go home last because you've talked about how well they get treated and just how great it is to be on the Cape. Right. But I imagine as a manager it's got to be a little tough to get guys blind to the appeal of going home.
No question. And it's, you got to deal with them with kid gloves. You try to milk every ounce of energy out of them, and, but I get it. I get it, and they know I get it, and they have not given up. They have not quit. They have not rolled over. Did they play poorly yesterday? Yes, but they were trying, and you can tell when a team is not trying. They were trying. It just, it just wasn't our day. But this is a tough time of the year for everybody because it's a funny thing. The other teams are going, yeah, we're making the playoffs. It means we're going to be here a little bit longer. It's tough. It's real tough. You just have to just hope that they'll, their competitors, their athletes, and a little bit of athletic pride and, grind it out for the next 3 days.
Now, considering Orleans has supplanted themselves in 3rd place in the Eastern Division and Harwich is on a bit of a slide in 4th place, would you prefer to see Harwich the last 2 games of the season outside of Orleans?
It doesn't matter. We have to take care of business. It doesn't matter who we beat. We have to beat somebody, and we have to worry about ourselves first. It doesn't matter, and let's play. We have 4 games left. Let's see if we can try to win all 4, and if we win all 4, we certainly give ourselves a great opportunity to win.
Now, obviously, Hyannis coming back for one more game. You have to face Y-D tonight, and we've talked about how dominant the Red Sox have been over the Anglers over the course of the season, 5-0 in 5 meetings, this being the 6th, and needing a win tonight, it's got to be a little difficult to think about.
Well, it's one game at a time. I don't think our guys are thinking about that Y-D's beaten us 5 times. It just you just think about, okay, what kind of at-bat am I going to have? How am I going to do in the field? Play the game of baseball and go from there. I think that's the only way you can do it. We'd like to beat Y-D. Everybody, you always want to beat one of the better teams when you can. And I know they feel that way, but I don't think they look at Y-D as a 5-0 over us. They just look at Y-D as the next competitor, the next challenge.
A few injury issues over the last couple of days with Brian Humphreys and Mark Ginther. How do they look, and how will they look tonight?
Humphreys is okay. He's going to play again in center field tonight. He's, the injury itself it's one of those that's not going to get any worse. It obviously needs rest, and he says, I want to play. And Colleen says he's not going to do any further damage to it, so we'll let him play. But if there was any risk of any further injury, we would not. Mark, on the other hand, got another bout of tendonitis in the elbow, and it doesn't seem to be coming around. The best he can do at this point is DH. I think, and he says it feels fine hitting, doesn't feel so hot when he's throwing, and it doesn't seem to be getting a whole heck of a lot better. So we were just talking about what's the next step. So we'll give it another day and see what happens from there.
Probable Mike Denhart on the mound tonight, and he should give you a good deep outing. How does the bullpen look after yesterday?
Not bad, and not bad at all. We got some pretty good performances, which really bailed us out. Kenny Monteith really bailed us out with his performance. It was outstanding. Kevin did a good job with his. The guys just picked it up, which gives us, we've got both of our closers with rest. Brazis and Vance are ready to go tonight. And the middle pen is in pretty good shape. So I liked going into the doubleheader tomorrow with, depending on, again, what happens tonight. But I do like our situation with the 18 innings tomorrow. So, thanks to those guys for doing a heck of a job for us.
How much easier is it going to be on you and these guys and the rest of your coaching staff to play that two-game, 9-inning doubleheader at fairly closer locations than Wareham and Falmouth?
Yeah, that's a big advantage. I mean, it's not that big a deal. You play at home, which is always fun, and then you go out, 15 minutes up the road. That's not so bad. So that's good. That yesterday was a long, long day for everyone. It was really tough, and these bugs are killing me. Yeah, it was a tough day. Just a long, long, tough day. In retrospect, I wish we kind of changed it up a little bit. It might have been smarter for us to play Wareham first, then Falmouth, because of the traffic. We were lucky. We did not get hit in much traffic going over the Bourne Bridge, going back to Wareham, so we were lucky. But I anticipated some problems with that, but we're okay.
He's John Schiffner. I'm Aaron Canada. It's the Manager's Show on the Cape Cod Baseball Network.
Go Anglers!